All right. Hello, hello. Lost that lost the little intro burning wings there. Um I heard it when it first started, but disappeared. So hold on. Just everybody, we're just doing a test on the new mic. So um me and the producers are working on this, trying to get the sound just right. And I know the last one we were pushing it pretty hard. So we'll take a look at chat. And if you guys can give me a 5x5 in chat, let me know how this new mic sounds. If it's too hot, if it's distorted, anything like that. We the producers can read the chat and we can see the comments. So brand new mic. This was the last piece of our puzzle to get us to the point as professional as we possibly can. Same mic that Joe Rogan uses and everyone else. I mean, a lot of people use this mic. So I went ahead and purchased it. Again, last piece of the puzzle. So we're just excited to get this baby tuned in and ready to do some shows. We're going to do Wolfpack Sunday at, I believe it's going to be right around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe tomorrow we're also going to do the MTV videos tomorrow, as long as there's not weather issues, because the producer that actually produces that that show, if it's storming and stuff, they won't produce it. It's just too dangerous on the equipment. So as long as storms are not a problem, we should be doing music videos tomorrow night, which I think starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So looking forward to that. If you guys have joined us for that on the weekends, it's a good time. You get to listen to some of your favorite artists, favorite songs. We run that for about 2 hours. Just a lot of fun. So still waiting to see what chat is as the producers are adjusting our sound. Just want to make sure we can read the comments. You guys can give me a 5x5. Let us know what it sounds like there in chat. We can read your comments, and we appreciate it for sure. So seeing all these cords I got wrapped around me, it's pretty wild. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Start to your weekend. I know I am. Still trying to adjust the sound. So just bear with us here, and shouldn't take us much longer to adjust it and get it sounding good in the ear. Hopefully it sounds good on your guys' phones. I know pretty much everybody listens on their phone, not on their computer or their TV, but want to make sure that we got plenty of volume, but not too much volume to where it's distorted, but loud enough that you guys can hear it on your phone. And even though you turn your phone up, we don't want you to have to turn it up all the way just to barely hear it. So we can hit the comments over here in StreamYard and see what the chat's saying, because I can't read anything what the chat's saying right now. Mr. Producer. I can't even read the private chat. There we go. Okay, there we go. Joe's with us. We got 5x5, not distorted. Sean's with us there on Facebook. So anything that you guys can do to help us out on the sound, give us that feedback. That'd be great. Cindy is with us also on YouTube. So your mic sounds good, crystal clear. Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it. Anyway, this, like I said, this is the last piece of our puzzle for all of our professional equipment that we've invested in the show. And I was pretty excited for it. I mean, I've had good mics, but not as good as this one. There's Tammy. Sound is good, but a little bit rich, a wee bit hot. Thank you for the feedback, Tammy. Appreciate it, because sound is the most important. I mean, you guys anybody who watches or listens to the show, you can set your phone down and listen while you're working in the garden or whatnot. And if the sound is absolutely horrible, you don't want to listen to it. As far as the video goes, I want to have great video, but the sound is the most important part of this show. So, yes, no problem on my end either. Sean says, sounds good. Go away, Tammy. And I mean, my voice isn't 100% either. I've been battling sinuses for the last 2 weeks. Got a pretty horrible cough. So my voice might be just a little bit off, but for the most part, I would say I'm at least 95%. Could probably use a little bit of honey water right now for sure. But as long as I keep talking, they can keep adjusting this with our software that we have. And then we had an update that we had to do, which messed. Every time we do an update with Windows, I absolutely hate it. I told the producer, I said, we should bill these guys $165 an hour for the technical stuff that we have to do after Windows decides to do an update. And we get everything exactly where we want it. And moonshine, 190%. That would definitely work. And then we have to readjust. So I hate the updates. Clear and rich not going away. Make sure it is good. Well, there's still read us a story as you consider. All right. I can read something real quick. I was reading an article out of Breitbart about the tariffs in China. And here's something I want to say real quick, Tammy, and everybody who's listening right now, is I went and had lunch with a buddy of mine today. But as soon as I hopped in the truck with him, I was talking about, the Chicken Littles of our world and the planet that we live on. The Chicken Littles, where a short, 4 days ago, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Oh my God. The market is crashing. The market is crashing. Oh my God. The market is crashing. Trump is fucked everything up and everything's going to hell. We're all going to die. Chicken Littles. And I was looking at the Dow this morning. We're up over 40,000. It bounced right back, climbed right back up to the top. Tammy and I were talking about China, and I haven't talked to Jeff B in a couple of days, but China, it looks like China is now possibly willing to come to the negotiation tables and negotiate tariffs and to negotiate what America is going to be charged for our products going to China and what China is going to be charged for their products coming here. This is how I look at it. I don't give a shit. Like, America first. America first. Clean up our own backyard first. Take care of our veterans. Take care of our homeless. Take care of the mom and pop shops here in America. Bring manufacturing back to America. Don't give me this shit that we don't have enough people to work these jobs, because damn it, we do. With that being said, I don't care about China and their products coming to America. I don't give a shit. Please produce for me the top 12 exports that America sends to China, that China actually allows to come into their country, that most Chinese people are buying from America. And then I'll cry with you a little bit about poor China and poor this and poor that. Fuck that. It's stupid that we consistently worry about other countries, and we're being taxed to death here in America. We've lost all kinds of businesses over the decades, the mom and pop shops, all the little businesses that were the backbone of America. And damn it, we have forgotten about them, and we're more worried about China and their tariffs. Now, is that going to cause Americans to have to pay more money for those products from China? Sure. Here's a thought. Quit fucking buying them. Here's a thought. If you are an entrepreneur in America and you see that we are no longer going to buy or purchase things from China that you can build in your garage here in America, then damn it, start building that shit in your garage and start selling American-made products here in America. Sean says, I'm a veteran and I'm getting nothing from the VA. Someday we'll have that talk. Sean, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace on how our veterans have been treated, not just recently, not just in the last 4 years, but just for decades. This country is wealthy enough that one of our first priorities should always be taking care of our veterans that have given everything. Some of them, yes, they have given more than what most people would be willing to give to serve our country. And there are veterans that have served in times of peace, and they did their 4 years, they did their 8 years, they came out of it with college and other things. But our veterans should be one of our top priorities. There shouldn't be one damn veteran in this country that's homeless. I think that's an absolute disgrace to America if we have veterans out there that don't even have a place to lay their head at night. That's horrible. And that's why I believe in reform. I believe in this revolution. I believe in taking America back. I believe in us going pre-1913, even further back than that. There's no reason why the middle class in America should have to pay 30 to 32% taxes. If you're married, you're paying 24% taxes. Why are we paying that high of a tax bracket for any American, and we're still poor? Why? Well, USAID and all the other damn things out there that's been taking our money and foolishly spending it and sending it overseas for cat tests on if they're transgender and all the stupid shit that's been going on in this country for decades. It's time for us to take America back. It's time for us to say enough's enough. I've tried to have conversation with people that claim to be on the left. And there's just no getting through to them when it comes to common sense at all. They want to sit and they want to fight and they want to argue with me and say, orange man bad. Orange man bad. Okay. That's your opinion. What about the guy before him? I don't hear anybody on the left calling that son of a bitch out. What about his family's business practices? What about Burisma? What about all of those funds that were sent to the Biden family, over $5 million just in Ukraine alone? Dirty Joe doing dirty deals, Hunter Biden doing his dirty deals, Hunter Biden and young women. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, but we're not talking about that. We never talked about it for the last 4 years, except for people like myself. We're just talking about the orange man being bad, the criminal running this country. Well, guess what? I would rather vote for a fucking criminal who's going to turn this damn country around and change things for the American people, not just for the right, but for your left too, than vote for somebody like Hills Up Kamala Harris, that lying, thieving snake of a person, or the Obamas or the Clintons or any of them. So Donald Trump is a criminal for what? For real estate deals? He played the system just like the system was created, and he won. And you're mad about that? I don't give a shit. I'll vote for him again. I'll absolutely vote for that guy again. If there was an election next month, I would vote for Donald J. Trump again and again. And, we'll get this country turned around one way or another. Well, I get fired up, Tammy, just like the last show that you and I did, a little over a week ago, and you got fired up at the end. I do get fired up about this stuff. I get so sick and tired of hearing these whiny ass sons of bitches who are whining and crying about Donald Trump and Doge and Elon Musk. I had a dream last night. I was trying to have a real conversation with somebody, and they brought up the fact that they told me in my dream that Donald Trump was actually taking money out of the Treasury and the Federal Reserve and putting it in his own bank account. Now, this is a dream that I had last night, and I got fired up in my dream, my blood pressure probably spiking as I was sleeping. And as I tried to rationally have conversation with them and explain that that's all bullshit, it's not even true, they were videoing me the whole time and putting it all over, blasting it all over social media because they thought it was funny to get me fired up. But there's no validity to that. There's no truth to that Donald Trump is making himself rich being president of the United States. That's all a bunch of hogwash. That's shit that the left tries to spread with propaganda to get people to hate Donald Trump, to hate the conservative movement, to hate what's going on here in America. Donald Trump is not making himself fucking rich. It's not fucking happening. He's already got billions of dollars. He's not taking a salary. He donates his presidential salary to the veterans, or veterans organizations. But yet I didn't see Joe Biden do that. I haven't seen any president ever do that. And Elon Musk, that was the other thing in my dream. Elon Musk is making himself rich. How? Please prove to me, show me actual data that shows Elon Musk taking money out of our account here in America and putting it in his bank account. He's the richest man on the planet. What the fuck does he need your pennies for and my pennies? Because really, what you and I make in a year are pennies, probably percentage of pennies compared to what Elon Musk makes. So why does he need our money? Again, it's propaganda. It's horseshit that these guys are spreading all over the internet, all over the news to ignite their base emotionally, to have them attack you and I, to have them continuously. All right, sound is awesome. Great. I'm on the soapbox right now. It is their mechanism that they use in warfare. It's their warfare mechanism that they use with propaganda to get, and I fight people all the time on Facebook with stupid ass posts of shit about Donald Trump, about this administration and what's going on. It's all bullshit. They definitely are liars. They're haters. There's not one good thing that they can say about anything that's going on. Everything's bad. But yet everything that happened the prior 4 years, like day one, killing the Keystone Pipeline, day one, opening our borders to illegals flooding our country, nobody fucking talks about that shit. Nobody gave a damn that these people were coming across our borders, except for the left, and you were homophobic, or you were had some type of phobia if you did not like the fact that these open borders were a thing, and it's bullshit. So again, this is supposed to only be a test. Only a test today on this mic. I was just trying this new mic out and I got wound up just thinking about things. My co-host reached out to me while we were talking today on what's the conversation that we're going to have on Sunday for Wolfpack Sunday. I'm willing to take any ideas out there, any topics that you guys would like men to cover. You can go ahead and throw those in chat, or you can send us an email. I might invite one of my alpha male friends to join us this Sunday here live in studio with my co-host Neil. So I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't want it to just be about politics all the time when it comes to the Wolfpack show. You know, we want to talk about a variety of different things, but the things that really get us charged up today is what's going on in our world. The stock market, the conflicts, in Ukraine and in the Middle East, just all kinds of things that affect us. My buddy was talking about he had to reach out to his clients in the last couple of days and let them know, hey, a lot of these tires that we get from China with these tariffs that are going to hit us at 125%, might want to stock up on some tires right now. I think that's good planning. I think that's forward thinking. Are these tariffs going to hurt? Yeah, absolutely they're going to hurt. But if it brings those countries to their knees, if it brings those countries to the table for the negotiation, yeah, stop the war on fatherhood. Absolutely agree, Sean. If these tariffs are a tool to get countries to negotiate, why the hell would we not use them? Right? Why wouldn't we use that tool? Obviously, it was used way back in pre-1913, worked just fine. Now, after 1913, they decided to tax you and me. Let's enslave the people through taxation. Hell, our founding fathers, they would have went to battle frickin' 100 years ago over the shit that we're dealing with. They would have never put up with this stuff. And it's up to us to take this country back. I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of being polite. I'm tired of worrying about stepping on people's toes. Fuck that. It's time to take our country back. It's time to demand that these taxes get reformed. It's time to demand that we clean the corruption up in D.C. and at your local level. It's time that we demand keep your fucking hands off of our kids. Keep your stupid ideology out of our schools. Why are we being nice about this shit? We've been nice for too damn long, and look at where it's got us. It's got us in a shithole. I'm tired of living in a shithole. It's time to be proud Americans again. And there's nothing wrong with being proud to be an American. They have preached to us for the last 4 years. They preached to us during the Obama administration that we should be ashamed to be Americans. Fuck you. Get out of this country. You don't want to be a proud American? Get the hell out of here. I'm proud to be an American. I'm going to be an American first. I want our country to be prosperous. And then after every one of our veterans are taken care of, when children no longer go hungry in this country, when we have cured homelessness, when this country is a shining star again, then we can think about going and helping other countries. Then we can think about that type of thing. But until we take care of America first, we have no business being out there doing anything else. When I can drive down the streets of Portland, Oregon and see children living in cars, what the fuck are we doing in other countries? Why are we not taking care of us first? Why are we fighting these wars all the time? And that's the problem. That's another subject. The military complex. It's how they keep us enslaved. It's how they rule the world. Big Pharma. World Economic Forum. It's just crazy. So, producer is still working on the mic. If Tammy's still listening, I'd like to get some feedback from Tammy. We're still doing the old school slide bars here, Tammy, in the studio. And I was going to read something from Breitbart, but I'm more on a rant today. Thank you for that, Tammy. I appreciate it. More on a rant. It's just, it's shameful. Shameful that we got people calling themselves Americans who want the exact opposite of what we want, which we want First Amendment, Second Amendment. We want our freedom of speech. We want our guns. We want our children to be safe. We want a bustling economy. We want all veterans taken care of. We want to eliminate homelessness and hunger. And they claim that they want the same thing. So if you want the same damn thing, then why are you not working with people like me across the aisle to make that shit happen? Why are we so focused on Orange Man bad instead of what policies does this administration have that work for you and I? And if there's a policy that doesn't work for us, I'm all for standing up and saying, hey, guess what, Trump? That don't work. We don't like it. We don't want it. But their one and only game plan, and their one and only game plan that they've ever had, is that the right are extremists, domestic terrorists, Trump's a Nazi, you're a fascist, Orange Man bad, he's a criminal, he's a rapist, he's this, he's that. That's their only game plan. They have no other fucking plan. Are they coming to the table with policy? No, they're not. They have no policies. They have no plan. They're just hoping to convince you, the listener, that Orange Man is bad. Look at all this bad shit. Look at his background. Look at what he's been convicted of. He's stealing your money. He's doing this. He's doing that. Elon Musk is stealing your money. Thank you, Sage. Appreciate it. That's their only plan. Now, there are people on the left, and there are what I would call moderate Democrats that do have great ideas. I've talked to a few of them. And I think that that's what we need. We need more conversations, the left and the right working together. Like, what policies are good for both sides? Not just for one side, but for both sides. And there's some really smart people out there, and we can figure this shit out together. But screaming Orange Man bad all the time and that he can't do anything right is no different than me screaming Biden was a fucking idiot. And Biden didn't do anything good. He put this country back 10 fucking years with all of his stupid ass policies. But I don't hear the left calling him out. They never called him out. They were just more worried about Donald Trump getting reelected. So that was their focus for 4 years, was trying to make this man a demon so nobody would vote for him again, instead of actually calling out the shit that was killing America, the policies, the open border policies. If you're on the left and you thought that open border policies was a great policy, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. It wasn't a good policy, but we were more focused about demonizing Trump than we were coming together and saying, all right, you're right. This guy, Biden, and Hills Up Harris, the cackling hyena, is not good for America. At least admit to that. And then their policies, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Let's change shit. And we could have worked together, but that's not what 2020 and 2024 was all about. It was about each other hating each other, and Biden's bad, Trump's bad. It's just crazy. So now, instead of us coming together during this administration, we're going to take America back and we're going to push this shit through, and nobody wants to work with us. Nobody on the left. It's just hate, hate, hate. Same old game plans, been around for generations, it seems like. They killed off their base with the vax. I don't disagree with that statement. That was another conversation that I had with somebody on the left 2 days ago. Is how come you guys are talking about Trump taking your rights away right now? This fired me the fuck up. How come you're talking about Trump taking your First Amendment right away from you, that there's no freedom of speech because of what Trump's doing, but yet you were okay with them censoring me? You were okay with them censoring me 2020 through 2024 when I was putting out the truth about COVID-19 and the vaccines. I put the truth out every fucking day. And I got blocked, I got censored, I got taken down, I got shadow banned, I got my monetization completely taken away and stripped from me from YouTube. But the left was all okay with that because we were just conspiracy theorists. We were extremists. We're domestic terrorists. We were disinformation. We were misinformation. And they were fucking okay with that. Now that shit's coming back. The chickens are coming home to roost when it comes to COVID-19. That shit was made up. It was made in a fucking lab. It killed thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people. The vaccines fucked people up. The vaccines killed people. You were okay with me trying to help people and being censored. You were okay with me putting the truth out, but I was being censored. But now that Trump's making changes and you feel like you don't have a voice anymore, then he's a fascist and he's a Nazi and bad man. Orange man bad. Fuck you. I'll fight for your rights. I'll fight for your freedoms and your freedom of speech because that's what conservatives do. We fight for everyone's rights. Seems like the left only fights for their rights. And hey, until you can prove me wrong, which my opinion can always be changed when somebody can prove to me through real information that that's not true, but that's all I've seen in the last 4 years. That's all I've seen in the last 4 years. It's just been hate and let's censor those guys. I mean, hell, we even seen it on national news where they said that conservative people needed to be reprogrammed and we should be censored. That's what your fucking mad cow bitch said on national television, and so did some of the other commentators on CNN and ABC and NBC. They said that shit on national television, and not one fucking person on the left said, you know what? That sounds like fascism. That sounds like the fucking Nazis. I don't want no part of that. That's not good. They should have the freedom of speech. They should have their First Amendment right. No, everybody joined in and said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Now that the shoe's on the other foot, they don't like it. And I don't think that anybody on the left should be censored. I don't think anyone on the left should be canceled for what they want to put out. You want to put out fucking 100% lies all the time, 24 hours a day? Be my guest. Fucking put it out. All you 98.9% of what CNN and them put out anyway is fucking lies. It's all disinformation and misinformation. None of it is fucking truth. Put it out. Put it out there. And the fucking idiots that want to keep listening to it and keep tuning in into it every night at 5 p.m., let them. I'm not stopping you. But why are you stopping me? Why are you stopping people like me putting out our information and calling it disinformation and misinformation and lies? Let our people listen to it. If it is, and they listen to it, what is it hurting you? So much for just a test on the mic. I am reading chat. If you got anything, hard facts. LW. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate that. I see Jeff B in there. Sound is kicking Mike because they can't control you. They can't control us. They couldn't control us for 4 years. Guess what we did? We found ways of going around them. Did YouTube take me down? Fuck yeah, they took me down. I went to Rumble. I went to X. I went everywhere I had to go to get my message out. And guess what? They could not stop us. The message got out. We had a mandate vote in November of 2024. This is what the American people voted for. Was it all of America? No. The other half didn't want nothing to do with it. Great. But obviously there was enough votes casted that it made the difference. And everything that you see happening right now in America is what the majority of Americans wanted. He did not just win he didn't just win the college electors. He won the general election as well. He won both of them. which hasn't happened, I believe, since George W. Bush 2000. I want to say it was just 2000. I think George W. Bush, I think he won both the general or the popular and the electoral college. But again, they had to come down to the hanging chad. So who knows what the truth was on their popular vote and electoral vote. Thank you. You guys knew what I meant. But Donald Trump won both of them. We won the House and we won the Senate. I don't think that you can speak any fucking louder than that America is sick and fucking tired of what's going on in this country. They were sick and fucking tired of what was going on to our children in our schools. They were sick and tired of open border policies. They were sick and tired of high gas prices. They were sick and tired of inflation. And they voted November of 2024 against all that shit. So for the ones who don't like it, cry me a fucking river. Here, let me play the violin for you a little bit. You can sing me a sad fucking song. I don't fucking care. We're taking America back. And we're taking America back by storm. We're tired. We're not worried about your feelings. I'm not worried about feelings. You don't like what I have to say? Maybe this isn't the podcast for you. That's fine. You have a right to choose. You can turn the channel. You can go over to somebody who's a little softer, somebody who talks politically correct, somebody who cares about your feelings. There's lots of them out there. They'll do the dance for you. I've done the dance for a couple of years. I'm tired of dancing. I'm going to be direct, right to the fucking point. Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it. Wolfpack conversation, middle-aged dating, where to meet. Great topic there, M. Cash. That's something I'll write down and talk about it with my co-host. It's a great conversation. Where do you meet? You know, when you're in the dating world. And if you want men's perspective on that, alpha men, we can talk about it for sure. Wait, here's a batshit crazy story. Let's go right to left podcast. Well, Sage, you'll have to give me a little more explanation on that. But I agree that we need to hear both sides. I know I'm upset right now, but we still need to hear both sides. I don't like the echo chamber. I was caught in an echo chamber for 2 years. And what frustrates me the most is I want to hear the left side. I want to work with people on the left. That's what's so frustrating for me, is I'm not one-sided. I can see both sides. I can work with people who don't think the same way as I do, who don't have the same ideas as me. I would love to work with people like that, because guess what that gives to the audience and the listeners? When you get different perspectives from both sides, it's called growth. You get to actually grow, because you're not just hearing one side all the time. When you hear one side all the time, you get stagnant. You get stagnant in your thought process. When you get to hear both sides, when you have somebody who's rational, logical, makes sense on the left, that can have a good conversation with somebody on the right, that's where you breed great ideas. That's where shit actually happens. That's the way this country was set up. That's the way it used to be. But we've all been programmed. Myself, everybody in chat, everybody listening, we've been programmed to hate each other and to think that the other side is so stupid that we just don't want to work with them. And I don't believe that way. I believe that we can eventually come together and make a difference for both sides. We're all Americans. I don't look at it as me being on the right, that I am only an American and anybody on the left is not an American. I don't believe that way. I believe we're all American. Sean says, no, I just hate everybody. I hate everybody equally. Had a video conference with VA Mental Health person. Sum up. Oh, I missed that. Wearing a dress. Well, I guess I didn't need to read any more of that because ending in dude wearing a dress, that's the shit I'm talking about. Listen, I'm all about your right to be who you want to be. Absolutely full on. That's your right. But why the hell are you bringing it to the workplace? What a distraction. That's where I draw the line. And where I really draw a line is when you're bringing that shit into my schools in front of my kids, reading story time and confusing kids. They're already confused enough. They can't figure out sometimes simple math problems, science projects. Like, why the hell are we confusing our kids by a grown-ass man with a hairy chest and a beard longer than mine coming to the classroom fucking wearing a dress? What the hell are we doing to our kids? That's where I draw the line. You want to do that shit at home? You want to go out on the weekends and go down to your local club wearing a dress? Be my fucking guest. Just don't do it in front of my kids. Don't do it. Don't do it at work. If you work at Walmart, don't show up wearing a fucking dress and carrying a purse. I don't know. Just seems awful logical to me. Holy shit, I'm doing a test and I got people buying a coffee. Mimi, thank you so much for the coffee. I appreciate it. She says, say it, Mike. So, this is who I am and this is what I need to get back to doing. That's what me and my producers are working on, is who is LW? What are you going to get from LW? I played a part couple years ago. I had too many people in my head tell me what I should be doing, and now I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm going to do it how I want to do it. And people are either going to like it or they're not going to like it, and that's okay. If you don't like it, that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm not here to do it like you want it done. I'm here to do it the way I want it done. We just all have different ways of getting there, and we need to converse and not name, call, and yell. Absolutely. I don't want to talk to those retards. I'm trying to hear. I'm tired of hearing their stupidity. Dealt with one this morning. They make me crazy. I totally understand, Donna. Totally understand. And I can't deal with those people either. But there are people out there that are not that way. There are people out there that understand how to communicate. And those are the people I want to deal with. Those are the people that I want to bring on this show. Those are the people I want to have good conversation with. People who are logical in their thinking, who are rational in their thinking. I can be a retard. You can speak with. and I just that's how we need to change things for sure. Well, I ranted for a good 45 minutes now while the producers were in the background trying to get this mic. I'm just going to ask one more time to everybody respectfully, absolutely, Sage. One last time, if you guys can give me some feedback on the sound in chat there, 5x5. How does it sound? I got to get out of here and get back to some other things that I'm working on. But I just wanted to hop on with this new mic and do a test run before we do a show so that it sounds good and we don't have any issues while we're live. So thank you for joining me for this long test that we did, 45-minute test. Sounds great. Echo on Facebook. So one Facebook says echo, another Facebook says sounds great. I'm not that guy. Sounds good. Raise the big button a little. So Sage is saying just a bit more. So I don't know what the big button is, but maybe the producer knows what that is. Just a slight echo on the mixer. Okay. Must be the reverb. So we're working on that too. Yes, a slight echo, and that's on YouTube on the mixer. Okay. Gotcha. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2. Well, excited for the future, folks. Excited for people working together and the direction that this country could actually be headed and end up if we all work together. I mean, we could bring back the American dream for our kids. I got kids that are in their early 20s and kids that are in their teenagers. I want them to have the same opportunity that I had when I was their age. I want them to have the same opportunity that their grandparents had when they were their age. I want to bring back the American dream. I want to be part of that. And I don't think we get there with just the left, and I don't think we get there with just the right. I think it has to be an effort from both sides to make America great again and to bring back that American dream. And I believe in a golden age. Some people might think that's conspiracy. Some people take that the other way where it's extremism. I don't believe that. I believe what the golden age is everything that our founding fathers dreamed this country to be. I believe that the golden age is everything that we've seen maybe back in the 50s when things were really thriving. I would like to live through a golden age before I die. And I would like to hand that off to my children and give them the opportunity to continue the golden age and my grandchildren. So with that being said, if I can get a thumbs up from my producer, I'm going to go ahead and sign off today. Again, tomorrow night, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our music videos on Rumble only. So if you're over there on the Rumble channel, it'll be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be back Sunday around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Wolfpack Sunday. And then I'll be in contact with Tammy in the next few days. We got to have some stuff scheduled for next week. So we'll be working on a few things, but that's pretty much just the schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, music videos, and Sunday we'll do the Wolfpack, and then we'll go from there. So with that being said, I got the green light from my producer. So we're going to go ahead and sign off, and we'll catch you Sunday. Have a great weekend, guys.
Many times I walk the road with no when to fight and question my life. Countless times I've sacrificed and lost my way. I've been down this road before. I've struggled with the pain when it pours. No one knows how I feel when I have to start again, and there's no one there to save me. Do you know how it feels when your world is gonna end, when I don't have a friend to stand with me? I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna claw my way back to the top. I'm gonna get it all back. My comeback is my favorite side. Yeah, I'm gonna make a comeback and rise up this time. And look into my soul and see a graveyard, a crossroads filled with despair and defeat. Look into my eyes and see the haters call my name. Look into my soul and see redemption on its way. The demand is high to risk it all and put it all on the line. I'm gonna take my shot and never stop. I'm gonna swallow my pride and put it all on the line and rise up this time. I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna claw my way back to the top. I'm gonna get it all back. My comeback is right there inside. Yeah, I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna claw my way back to the top. I'm gonna get it all back. My comeback is right there inside, yeah. I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna claw my way back to the top. I'm gonna get it all back. My comeback is right there inside. Yeah, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna make a comeback. I'm gonna claw my way back to the top. I'm gonna get it all back. My comeback is right there inside. Yeah. Yeah.